How do you assess your students?
I do some one-on-one assessments for letter of identification and sound and number recognition, sight words. Most of the kindergarten assessments are one-on-one that I do myself. Occasionally I can have a written one for like writing the letters or writing numbers where we can do a whole group or small groups. And we also have our NWEA assessments. And we do those 3 times a year.
Okay. What do your students have to do to get a high school diploma? You answered 2 of my other questions already, so with the NWA.
Okay, let's see. To get a high school diploma, they have to meet the Common Core standards at each grade level. Kind of hard for me to know all the details for graduating, but they take proficiencies. I know in high school because my own daughters have to do that and meet those proficiencies to be able to get their diploma. And they have to have enough credits in certain areas. So I know they have a certain number of science and social studies, foreign language, math, English that are required.
It's kind of a hard question.
It is when you teach kindergarten.
Yeah.
Ask me if I was teaching high school, I might be a little more
Yeah,
familiar with what to say. There was one other one I was going to make some comment on, but that's okay. I can't remember what it was. It was the first question you asked me today.
The first question?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to go back? It was, how do you assess your students?
Yeah, the Lit First assessments, we're required to do those with our students for phonics and phonological awareness. And the district has created benchmarks that we do 4 times a year for mathematics. And that's how. Sorry.
That's okay.
You take out all these.
I haven't yet, but I
everything.
will.
Okay.
Let me see. We talked about assessments. We talked about state level assessments. Were you required to live in the community in which you taught?
There are no requirements for that. No place I've ever been has required you to live in that town. I know that members or staff members for every school district that I've taught in, people could travel from a neighboring town if they live somewhere else.
Okay. Are you required to get involved in the community activities?
Outside of the school, no, but we like to do lots of things where we try to bring either people from the community in to work with our kids or take our kids out to do some things in the community, like going to the YMCA or something for an act. They're very involved in doing things for our kids.
Does the public have any knowledge about the performance of your students?
Yes, because district-wise, they report our results in the newspaper.
Really?
Our who met AYP and that type of thing.
Okay.
And we post results. We have bulletin boards within our lobby so that parents can see, or anyone that comes in can see lots of data about our students.
Do you think that the public has a right to know the performance of your school?
Yes.
Is your position linked to the performance of your students in any way?
I assume that I would be put on a plan for improvement if my students are not meeting the standards or were not consistently performing. If my students were consistently non-performing, like if it showed a trend that they weren't doing well, then we would do, I'm sure that we would have a plan where someone would come in and help coach, and we already do that type of thing in the district, help staff members who are struggling.
Okay. Are you a member of any professional teaching organizations?
I have been a member of the Education Association every place I've taught since I was in college, and I was the president of our university's Student Education Association when I was there. So I've been a member of the Student Education Association, the North Dakota Education Association, the Wyoming, the National, and the district ones for where I was teaching for 35 years plus.
Wow. Do you make any other efforts to remain current in your field?
Yes, I attend workshops whenever possible are related to ours, when they are offered. We used to have more opportunities to do that, and there are fewer opportunities these days, but we've had training where we had to go as a whole staff. We've had opportunities where we've been able to travel to conferences, national conferences or state conferences. Sometimes they are held right here in Casper, and we're able to do that. And we have done trainings with our staff through the years. And I earned my master's degree 11 years ago after teaching for 24 years.
If you read information about current practice in your field, do you consider how valuable or valid it is the information?
Yes, I do. But not reading one article or one thing, you want to check and see if it's not just one person's opinion, find out if there's any research based or any background information that other people have on it.
Have you ever put into direct practice methods let me ask you this again. Have you ever put into direct practice methods you learned about from keeping current?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you learn the information?
Well, like I say, some of it was through trainings that we learned. Some of it is from taking ideas from things I have read. I recently read some books on behavior by Ron Clark and tried some of the strategies suggested in there.
Was it effective with your students?
Yes, it was.
Does your district provide assistance in your remaining current in the field?
They used to, and I think have more opportunities for us to do things. It seems like in the last years, I think the budget is tighter, so there aren't as many opportunities where they're able to pay for us to go and do things. But they do provide opportunities for professional development, and we can hear about that through other staff members, through our principal, and just through they send out opportunities, especially for technology. Recently is offered, and they send information through First Class.
Does your district do in-service for its teachers?
Yes, we have days that we are required to do every year as a whole staff. It might be within our building. Sometimes there are things that everyone in the district or schools that are in certain interested in or training in certain areas will take the opportunities to combine with other buildings.
Do you find them to be effective?
Some of them are very worthwhile and are very practical. I found that lots of things that might be practical that we all have to trade in that would work better at secondary or middle schools. And then by the time you dumb it down to be, or try to make it practical for the grade level that I teach, which is kindergarten, it's not really appropriate.
Do you have anything else you want to share?
I think I talked about everything that I could think of.
Okay, thank you.
We're done?
Yeah.
Okay.